Hi, we're House Fairies Magical Cleaners,
and we're going to show you some easy and helpful ways to get your house clean.
In today's video, I would like to demonstrate how to repair minor damage in drywall. First step is to remove any nails or screws that are in your drywall. This is a handy tip so that you don't damage your drywall further. I have a paint stick here, but anything that is flush could go against the wall to protect it. And then take your hammer and scooch the thing behind, the claws behind the nail, and that way all the pressure is on the stick or the whatever you put behind your hammer so you don't damage the drywall further. So we've removed the nails and the screws, and we're left with these little drywall hangers. It's a little piece of hardware that your screw fits into, and it's sunk into the drywall. And again, we're going to use the same method, but we're going to use a screwdriver. And we're going to just apply it on each side. Try and keep that relatively close to this little nifty little thing, and then just work it out a little bit at a time from each side, and the drywall will be less damaged this way. Once you get it out a little ways, you just pull it out. So once all of everything is removed, you'll be left with these holes. You cannot putty right over them, because what will happen is you will have a bulge there in your drywall and it just won't look attractive at all. This sort of flips up on the edges where that sinker thing came out. So take a sharp utility knife and cut it at an angle. So cut it in so that you're pushing all of the stuff inside the hole. So once we've cut away all the excess and there's no protruding pieces, it's all nice and flush, the next step is to drywall it. So we need some drywall putty and a drywall knife. I'm just going to put this on with my little straight edge. And fill your hole. Make sure that the drywall putty gets inside, and you might have to do it a couple of times, so it doesn't have to be really perfect. It has to be sanded once it's filled. We'll move on to the next one. At this point, we're going to take a look at the drywall putty that we put up. It's been drying for about an hour, just a little over an hour, and as you can see, some of the bigger holes, they're dark in the middle, and that tells you that they're not dry. So don't touch them with your sandpaper. If you see any darkness, it'll dry from the outside in, and it has to be given a proper amount of time to dry for a smooth finish. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you how to sand. This hole is dry. It was a much smaller hole to fill. So I'm going to take this block of wood and wrap my sandpaper around it so that it's flat, and lightly, in a circular motion, sand away the excess. You're going to be able to see it around, but it'll feel smooth to the touch. It's worth pointing out that when you're filling holes that are bigger than ones about this size, once they're dry and they're sanded, they'll probably have to be filled again, maybe even 2 times. You just fill and sand until it's a flush surface.